Formatting is changing the way that your spreadsheet looks with features like bolding, colors, alignment, and more. But the next step in formatting is to use conditional formatting, which is smart formatting that changes based on what's in a cell. Let's get started with this list of data in Microsoft Excel. I've included the link to this workbook in the written version of the tutorial for you to work with alongside me. I've got a list of sales data here for my sales team, and if I want to review this quickly, conditional formatting is very helpful. Let's start off by highlighting the February sales amounts. It can be a little difficult to determine who my best salespeople are just by glancing at this, but if we use conditional formatting, it's much easier. Let's make sure that we're on the Home tab here on the Excel ribbon. Let's find the conditional formatting button here on the right side. I'm going to click on it, and now let's find the Color Scales option. Let's test out conditional formatting by clicking on this first icon here. Now, you can see that Excel has applied some great looking colors here, and they're very meaningful. Notice that the highest sales total has been colored in a deep green, while the lowest sales total is actually in red as a warning. Excel has automatically reviewed the data and given the amounts colors based on the performance of the salesperson. Even better, if I go into a cell and type a different number, Excel will automatically redo the conditional formatting for the new values. The color's updated to show us how our sales force is performing. This is why conditional formatting is so useful. Not only is it smart and updates in real time and easy to apply, it helps us understand big lists of data by highlighting highest and lowest values in the set. Next up, let's try out another conditional format. Next to the sales total is the cost of sales column, which shows how much it costs each of our salespeople to generate sales. These costs could be for trips to see customers or entertainment for them to close a sale. While we want sales to be as high as possible, cost of sales should be kept low. Let's apply conditional formatting to these as well. I'll highlight the data and now go back to the conditional formatting option. Let's go back to the Color Scales option here and place my mouse cursor over the same style we used last time. You can see in the background that this style doesn't work here. It's giving the highest value green, which isn't right since this is a cost. We want the highest amount shown in red in this case, since it's something we want to keep low. So let's return back to the menu now and look at the icon next to it. I'll click on it to apply it, and this is much better. It's basically reversed the scale here so that the highest numbers are in red. Basically, these different thumbnails are different styles for conditional formatting. We can choose from one of them to style the conditional formatting, and for all of them, it will adapt to the data inside of the cells. Now, for the January sales, let's try out a little different style from the conditional formatting menu. This time, with the data highlighted, I'll choose the data bars option and choose one of the colors from this menu. This is yet another way to use conditional formatting, which is to give these little bar graphs right inside of the cell. It's all about giving the cell a bit of formatting and making it meaningful. Finally, let's use conditional formatting on these % change cells. From the icon sets, we can actually add little icons that help us show data as well. I'll go ahead and highlight the data and now return back to the option and choose icon sets. I like these arrows, and when I click on them, it adds an arrow that's going in the direction that the data is going. These conditional formats are really smart ways to work with data. Keep reading the tutorial to find out more. I'm Andrew Childers for Envato Tuts Plus, and thanks so much for joining me.